EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. The pilot just not the same to us. We dealing with this. We feeling the way that I answer this. We hear the ways that I last us down. What happened the time in the diary?
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Go.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
26-yard line.
Get it. Top 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Get it.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. What a great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
They gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
To put a drive together. Herbert changing things up. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now he'll tuck this and run. This one finds McConkey. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Complete to number 15, Ladd McConkey. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Dragon 60.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A beautiful and a loose football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Inside the 20. Touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Herbert has it knocked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That's a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Complete to Ladd McConkey. A gain of 16 yards. And a first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's second down. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stop.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
70 Lions. Rangers, 70 Rangers, Warriors, 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Thornton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
7 Pirates, 18, Pioneer, Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. Number 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Dragon 6, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down in the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. $19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Gain of 1 yard on the
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Is a first down.
Herbert now. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 22.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Results in a first down.
Go. Drive right. Hey, ramp. Set.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17. Visitors 7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a touchdown. Trey Tucker, 65 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Visitors 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10. They're on the 27-yard line.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks in here, I thought it made me richer.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on. When you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete.
A gain of 13 yards. Complete to Amon-Ra.
To the air again, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. 55 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Type, 19 Type. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Herbert. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Team 31. Visitors 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
JT Tuimoloau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
19 Tiger, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Dante Thornton, 40 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Visitors 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
2 yards. Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 32. And a first down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And able to get this out to the 25.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding somewhere to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
It's a gain of 20. And the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Back to throw. Herbert. Quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
gain of 26 yards. That's good for a first down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So I can say there's still some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Herbert back to the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Visitors 27.
Now buzzer field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 46, here's the second down and 4.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw here. Completes this one to Thornton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Gannett, Panther 11, Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 31 yards. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Our home team 45. Visitors 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
is going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Here's 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
21. Lion. Ready.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this one is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, count. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Here's a diving catch right side.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another 1st down. 1st
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
380. Crowd right. 5-9. Let's go.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Trey Harris, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead,
he's got it at the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, First downs, they can't touch the ball.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Tight, not ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Mustang 19. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Dante Thornton. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready up.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
They'll take over. First down and 10. Their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Crowd right.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now it's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown! Ladd McConkey, 42 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
It's the score. Our home team 48. Visitors 42. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. It's still going. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business? Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by Tucker. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Back to throw again. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
17 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Hawk 70, hawk.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Ready. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Flash. Get up. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Ready. 60 Bison. Ready.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his foot. Safety spot. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here.